Simon Cowell, the man who turned unknown singers into global superstars. The man who changed television forever with shows like American Idol, The X Factor, and Got Talent. For more than 2 decades, he was the sharp-tongued judge who millions loved to hate but secretly admired. His brutal honesty, his eye for talent, and his ability to turn dreams into reality made him one of the most powerful people in entertainment. But behind the fame, the money, and the spotlight lies a story that's far from glamorous. At 65, Simon Cowell's life is marked not just by success but by heartbreak, pain, and battles that fame could never protect him from. Simon's story begins with struggle. Born in London in 1959, he grew up in a family that looked picture-perfect from the outside, but was far from it. His mother, a ballet dancer, was elegant but emotionally distant. His father, a music executive, was strict and rarely showed affection. Years later, Simon admitted that his father never once told him, "I'm proud of you." That silence haunted him, creating a lifelong scar. At school, Simon wasn't the star pupil. Teachers saw him as restless, rebellious, and often in trouble. He left school with only a couple of qualifications, carrying the heavy weight of disappointment. His father managed to get him a job in the mailroom at EMI Music, but Simon quickly felt invisible. He delivered coffee, sorted fan mail, and worked long hours without anyone even remembering his name. He later confessed that he felt like a ghost in the world of fame, always surrounded by stars but never seen himself. Rejection and humiliation pushed him to tears more than once, but instead of giving up, Simon used the pain as fuel. He told himself the world would one day notice him, and it did. After years of failure, Simon finally struck gold when he entered the world of television. By 2001, Pop Idol changed everything, followed by American Idol. His brutally honest judging style shocked audiences, but it also made him a household name. Soon, his shows were watched by over 600 million people worldwide. He was at the top of the world, but the price was heavy. Fame made him rich, but it also made him lonely. Friends drifted away, relationships crumbled, and Simon often admitted that even in the middle of huge crowds, he felt completely alone. Then life hit him even harder. In 2013, Simon was caught in a scandal when it was revealed he was expecting a child with Lauren Silverman, the wife of his close friend. The headlines were brutal. His reputation took a hit, and for the first time in his career, he couldn't control the narrative. But when his son Eric was born, everything changed. Simon found new purpose in fatherhood. The man who once spent his life chasing ratings now found joy in bedtime stories, Lego towers, and being dad. Still, the scandal left scars that never fully healed, but the hardest battles were yet to come. In 2020, Simon suffered a devastating accident while testing an electric bike at his Malibu home. He broke his back in several places and needed hours of surgery with a steel rod implanted in his spine. He admitted later, "I came within a minute of not making it." For months, he couldn't walk, couldn't work, and feared he might never fully recover. Just as he was regaining strength, tragedy struck again in 2022 when another bike accident left him with broken bones and deep emotional scars. Headlines mocked him, but behind closed doors, the pain was unbearable. And if that wasn't enough, Simon's appearance began making headlines. 2 years of cosmetic procedures left him looking almost unrecognizable. Memes mocked his face, tabloids ridiculed him, and for a man who built his empire on control, not even the mirror felt familiar anymore. Eventually, Simon admitted, "I went too far." He stopped the treatments, choosing instead to age naturally, wrinkles and all. Today at 65, Simon Cowell is a man forever changed. He still appears on Got Talent, but he's softer now, less harsh, more reflective. His fortune is massive, hundreds of millions, mansions across the globe, and luxury cars most people only dream of. But he speaks less about wealth and more about values. He has already made it clear his son will not inherit billions, but instead Simon will leave his fortune to charities that support children and education. "I want Eric to inherit values, not money," he once said. The tragedy of Simon Cowell isn't just the accidents, the scandals, or the loneliness. It's the haunting truth that for all the fame and fortune, what he wanted most was simple: love, family, and peace. And at 65, he is finally learning that those are the only things that matter.